Leader 635, and I'm gonna make a small update on the Thunder Warrior. The deal with the robot is that he spins a lot better than what he did before, so that now he spins like a lot more strongly. It could be noticeable, it could not be noticeable, but when he spun before, when he raised both arms and started spinning, he actually made like a small grinding. Well, right now he no longer does it, so he's 100. Fuck. The fuck? Huh? Stupid me. I just left him in the spinning position. Lol. Okay, so as I was saying, before when he raised both arms and he started spinning, he would make like a grinding sound before he started. That was because there were two gears that were like pretty much separate. And here's the thing, I found out a bunch of things about this ones, comparing them with the older models. Let me show you, because this is kind of interesting if you are into the vintage and the new ones. Of course, these ones are the ones from 2001, which might say that the ones from 1999, I think 1997 or something, were actually made the same as this ones. They were built the same. But the ones made in 1992, 1993 actually are different. What do I mean with different? Well, apparently the older versions had a small difference with the arms. First of all, of course, the arms were not posable. In this one, both arms are supposed to be posable. The deal is that this one's not posable because the poser is broken, so I just glued it in place. Now, they have like a small part to stop the arms from raising all the way, so that you can actually post each. But that's not it. Yeah, that's not all the things. Basically, the mechanism inside has like the old ones had a different shape. There's like a small tap here that in the old ones, when the arms raise, no matter if it's turned on and he's just walking, it triggers the sounds. But here's the thing though, this one, the arms don't trigger the sound. See, he should be triggering the sound if I move the arms up, but he's not. Basically, the mechanism triggers the relay switch instead of this. They basically made the mechanism to trigger the sounds instead of the arms. That's kind of a good thing, actually. Now, going back with the mechanism itself. Of course, there's nothing related to this, but the mechanism inside of this one is actually dark green. However, this is the mechanism of a robot fighter. Yeah, the robot fighter from 1993, the one that I have, has a different lower mechanism. However, this is the original one. There are a lot of things remade. This thing here is shorter, and there's like a small shielding here protecting this and making this a lot better. And this is made like it's a bit less taller and it's more like thicker, so that it actually does not break or anything. That's very cool in this robots. Now, there's a couple things where they fucked it up. And let's be honest, they did. And they will always do. Now, what did they fuck up with these ones and the old ones? They all have that plastic gear that is molded in the lower torso block. Now, why do I say fucking it up? Well, Fingyun, yeah, the makers of the Super Mega Heavy Metal Fighter and another ones, and the Universal Fighters, were so clever to put the gear with 3 screws instead of being melted, so you can actually replace the gear in case you want to fix it. This one's, nope. This one's gear is way too worn, so you cannot replace it. You'll have to replace all the lower torso block. And you won't be like, oh, why don't you change that one by that one? Well, they are different. I know they don't look like, but they are actually different. This one's made of a better material. It's a bit taller. This one's a bit shorter, actually. It's a bit smaller. And, well, I really don't know. Now, Another thing, this ones have a metallic gear, right? As far as I know, and as far as I suspect, there are some versions of the robots that have plastic gears. The Chrome Crusader has plastic gear. Yep, that's right. If you guys own that one from 1993 that is called the Chrome Crusader or the Top Gun Cup, not the one I have, the other one, the one that looks like a round robot, the one that the Zero635 has, that one has a plastic gear most of the times. I don't know what about the Super Robotic Ranger. Mark, if you see this video, please comment below if yours has the metallic gear or if it has the plastic gear. That would clear a lot of things for me, because I know that yours is the one that's made first, and yeah, that's the round version I'm talking about. Now, in 1993 they made the chrome version of it. Then 1993 also they made the Robot Fighter. Now I'm suspecting, actually hold on, there's this other robot called Laser Robot Fighter. That one could have been made before, I don't know though. I really don't know. Because there's a robot that has, like, every single robot of this has in the crotch the following things. 2001 Happy Toy Group Ltd. Now, if the robot is from the 90s, maybe from 1992, 1993, it's supposed to say Wang Kwong Plastic Industrial Corp or something like that. The new ones say Happy Toy Group Ltd. Just a small fact about them. But still, there's a bunch of things they made better, but they still fuck it up with the gear stick here. I have to say it, they could have actually left the gear plastic. Yeah, I know, the plastic gear actually gets to split and the robot no longer walks or spins. But let's just say something, what's better? The robot not spinning anymore? Or the robot with the split gear? You change that gear and the robot works fully again. Because here's the thing, if the robot has a metallic gear and this gear gets extremely worn out, what will happen is the robot will walk, raise both arms, spin, and get stuck. Then try to spin again, and most likely he's gonna keep on getting stuck unless you have pretty good luck and he actually finishes again in the walking position. However, it's not really good to put the metallic gear there. All my robots actually have it. Robot Fighter, I know mine has a metallic gear as well. And my other one, my knockoff, which is the space robot, actually also does. But I know there's a bunch. Again, there's a bunch that have the plastic gear. Not this, not the Mighty Warriors, not the new versions. Again, as far as I know, there's a lot of versions of this one. From the old one, Top Robot, Silver King, the Chrome Crusader, Top Gun Cup, Super Robotic Ranger, I think it was Mighty Sergeant. There was one of the or Captain Mighty, something like that. It was the Robot Fighter. Robot Fighter as well. Laser Robot Fighter. Top Gun Cup of that one. Then we come with the new ones. Thunder Warrior, Thunder Sergeant, Mighty Warrior. And there's one that, I don't know, there's one called Space Warrior. It's like this one's, but I don't know that one really, but yeah. Basically, all the ones from the 90s, 1992, 1993, may have a plastic gear instead of a metallic gear, except the Robot Fighters. The Chrome Crusader styled ones actually have a plastic gear, I think. And again, all the old ones actually get triggered. I mean, the sound, this. Yeah, that's right. It gets triggered with the arms going up. I mean, you move the arms up. If you guys remember my the video I made, the review video I made on my black Robot Fighter, actually, if I move the arms up, he makes sound. And no, that's not a modification. That's actually what he did since I brought him first, because he's built different. Let me just I'm gonna take apart the back of the robot and show you what I mean. Alright, there we go. Here's the back of the robot naked. I might show the insides in a bit. If you guys see right, let's see if the camera can focus. If you guys see right there, there's a piece with a spring. That's the lever I'm talking about, that it's connected to the arms and makes the arms to go up when the mechanism just tells like when the mechanism, shit, let me just, okay, the thing about it is that this part is not touching, you guys see that small tin right there? That small tin, well, it's not touching it, and it's never going to touch it. Why? Because it's designed that way. Mine has the missing piece, I have to say it. The piece that stops the arms from going way too up, it's missing. But, yes, I told you guys, here are the differences between the the old robots. Just a small proof of that Happy Kid is actually still being called Wang Kwong. You guys see right there in the chip, it says WK004. Actually, that means Wang Kwong 4. I don't know what do you mean with the 4. Not really 2004 because this is 2001, but you guys see right there that small shielding that they made? It's not in this one, and this one's the older versions. And there's also a small protection there, plus a very thick part that holds the gear in place, which I'm going to show from the back if I can. Now, please ignore this part. This is something I put for fixing the robot. But, do you guys see that part there holding the cylindric gear? In this one, it's taller, and it's not protected by anything, so they actually improved it. Now, you guys see that this gear is extremely worn out? As I told you guys, it's because of not only one metallic gear, that it's the one from the shaft. Let me just show it a bit better. There's one gear here. Let me just rise it so you guys can see it. That one, yeah. Not only one, but also a second gear that actually does not touch the gear, but still. Now you guys might be like, why does it have two other gears touching this? Well, there's two ways of making the robot spin, and that's a very good thing that Happy Kid made. That there's one way that actually the golden gear touches the main gear. I mean, this gear that I said before has no screws, it's melted in. And there's another way that actually this plastic gear, the last gear of all the two gears, touches that as well. If you guys see it, they actually turn. See? Basically, the golden gear, this second golden gear, is connected to the first golden gear. So what it does is, if there's a part that got worn out, actually, when one part gets stuck in it, the other part sticks it out. That's why this guy spins so well most of the times. Now, most of the times when this starts failing, you only have to invert the gears or something like that. It's not really a hard thing to fix. However, gonna show again what do I mean with the pieces that make the sound to get triggered. Older models don't have this slot right. This fuck. Sorry about that. Just taking the try me thing off. Older robots don't have this tab right here. This tab in the older models does not exist. Now this tab is the tab that actually triggers this, which makes the robot to make sound. Now in the older models, this is a bit bigger and has like a small slot, which actually gets inserted in this part so that this goes down and makes the thing to make sound. Now in this one they made a really good thing, because once again, they, so now if you put it upside down like the older models, actually the older models, with the try me button, I mean the Chrome Crusader and the Robot Fighter, have that problem that if you put them upside down or you move the arms up, they're going to make the sound over and over. And just imagine them being upside down in the storage with batteries. The batteries would die, maybe the chip could die, maybe the lights could burn out, who knows what the heck could happen. So basically Happy Kid made a really good thing by switching this to a better mechanism. However, Happy Kid still needs to make a better thing with the spinner gear. That's the only thing they have to improve. And the robot will be badass, will be perfect. No kidding. I took my time to restore this one the most I could. I remade this tin. I changed all the wires. All the wires are brand new. No kidding. There are new pieces here. Like the motor shaft gear is a new one actually. It's not the other one was split, so he would make a terrible noise. I took my time to find another arm from a wing fighter and make some contacts there and put new wires in everything. Now, however, right now he seems to work fine, but who knows when this could get worn out again and just ruin him up. Just gonna show you how it works with the front cover and without the Try Me chip, so you can actually see. If I move the arms like this, nothing's going to happen, nothing's gonna get touched. Now, if I move this, see, that's why the small tab is the thing that activates the switch. Not this, but this. That's a very clever design, and again, Happy Kid really should be in a toy fair or something. I know their toys are basic and all, but just, let's be honest. Go and get a robot toy, whichever you have in your house, that is a basic robot. And if it says Happy Kid toy in the back, you're gonna know why they have to make these guys better. They are everywhere. Basically, I've read the description on the Wacom website, and they are right. Every kid that had this once was happy because they're really well made, and I barely think that this problem should be actually in every robot. So again, if Happy Kid makes a newer generation of these guys, which is sure going to be because they made a new generation of the Sergeant. They always remake them in a better way, or well, actually in a cheaper way, but sometimes better, sometimes worse, you know. Let's just say this, the old models, all of them, like the until 2006, they all had this digital sounds. Yep, that's right. Since 2006. 2006, they started making them with another sound, which is more like a bit better, I can tell. It's like a wow sound like that. I just don't remember pretty much, but it's a better sound. Now the thing about it is that that's good, but the bad thing is that the older ones actually had more accessories. They had this hole in the back for putting an arrow shooter. They had a sword. In the original arm, he should have like a small ball with a chain. And they had more accessories. The older ones had a shield, a gun, a sword. Sadly, they just reduced that to 2 normal accessories, which it's kind of, you know, fair when you think about that a kid's going to have it, and basically if there's no place where to put the other weapon, it's going to fall down and get lost. Though the older ones actually had a gun holder, that's a good thing. The Robot Fighter and the ones from 1997 actually did have a gun holder here. Also, for a bit, I'm gonna take this Try Me piece out, like this, so you guys can see the whole mechanism working. Though, this actually attaches the chest. Damn it. Alright, I just got the chest like this, with the back, only the back armor part, because the head gets holded by that. So, here's how the robot mainly works. This gear, the upper gear has around, like, let's just say this in a better way. Lower gear has 1 tooth less than the upper half of this gear. So there's like a small shark part there, like a small triangle that actually makes the upper half to rise. Yup, that's right. And what happens is when it rises, it moves this part, and at the same time the gear goes up and makes the robot to rotate. So let me just show it a bit better. That's the relay. That's the tab I'm talking about. You see, when I move the arms, the relay does not go anything because they just modified that. That's really good. So yeah, now I'm going to reassemble the robot and show it in action. Also, I had to point this out at some point, at some moment. It seems that the older robots have better boxes. Like, they have better box descriptions. Let's give it an example. The Thunder Warrior from the 1997 has, of course, more accessories, but also has a very awesome artwork in the back and in the front, which is the robot, but in kind of a, like, cartoon style that really looks badass. New ones, well, they only have a picture like this, but this one's box. This one, for you guys to know an idea, there's another version of this one that actually looks pretty much like Robot Fighter, but it's blue, yellow, and white. Now, here's the thing. They both came in a box. They both had this box which said, buy another one and fight with a friend. That's kind of, I mean, that's pretty good. That's a pretty good thing that the box says. The new ones, they only say, collect them all. Collect them all! Wow! Wow, collect them all. No. I mean, the other ones, they were pretty badass, and I really feel good about having taken this guy back to life, because this is one of the last ones that were cool. Again, not really that cool because he doesn't have the gun holder, but still, he was awesome, and he will always be awesome. Again, I saved this guy from hell. Why? Because he was with a broken arm, not working, corrosion in the back, dust, dirt, not even working. Brought him here, he's shiny again, he works awesomely good, just like he's supposed to. But once again, also, another thing I want to point out about the vintage ones, they are very slow. Somehow Happy Kid in one point said, okay, let's get these guys faster, and they made the faster ones. Now, I found out that my Robot Fighter's motor is Mabuchi, the brand of the motor is Mabuchi. And this one is Ranson, I think. Ranson, Rancer, something like that, right? I think it was Ranson, if I'm not wrong. But yeah, basically, they have different motor brands. Don't know if the new ones actually have another motor brand, but I know that the older ones did have a Mabuchi motor. And yes, Mabuchi is a very good brand of motors, and it's in most of the good quality robots. Let me give you an example. Horikawa Astronaut, he has a Mabuchi motor. Keep that in mind. Which one else? Just hold on. Oh yeah. The Saturn robots, they did have a Mabuchi. The fuck? Oh, it's right there, sorry. They had a Mabuchi motor. Again, all good things had Mabuchi motors. So you can tell this one did not have it, but Robot Fighter did. Now again, yeah, we can tell that the Robot Fighter and the Chrome Crusader were primary versions, and basically they would break easily and all. This one's last a bit more, I can tell. But yeah. I just wanted to point all this thing out about the different generations of the robot. Basically, there were around 4 or 5, I don't know. Let's see. The first generations were here we go. Super Robotics Ranger, Robot Fighter, Laser Robot Fighter, Chrome Crusader, Top Gun Cop, Top Robot, etc., which were the chromey ones and the ones that have all the colors, which are the original 992 ones. Those were the first generation. Second generation, 1997, they make a blue one, like kind of blue and green, like blue-greenish color, and another one that looks like the Robot Fighter but a bit more improved with like black, and some of them have a try-me button, some of them have different chest decals. There's a lot of differences between those. Like there's one with a try-me button, there's one with chest stickers. From one way, there's another one with another way of chest stickers, and I think they even have different shoulders. I have no memory on that, sorry, but I don't know. Now, the third generation, Thunder Warriors from 2001, which were this one and the blue one that Kevin has. That's from his childhood. Now, there's also another one from that category that's called, well, actually that one belongs to the Mighty Warriors, but let's keep on going. Also, that's where the Mexican one belongs to, the black one that also Kevin has, that has the pretty rare variant of the sounds. That one belongs to the Thunder Warrior. No, No. Sorry, I just messed it up. We already finished with the Thunder Warriors. There were only 2 or 4 models of those. Now, the Mighty Warriors. No, wait. The hell? Sorry. Again, sorry. First ones were 992, 993. Were Chrome Crusader, Top Gun Cop, Super Robotic Ranger, and Top Robot, all those. Now, 997, the blue one, the blue-greenish one, and the black one, which came in a bunch of variations. Now, 2001, they make this one and the blue one with the sword. Again, Kevin has the blue one, which is a childhood memory. Then they remake them in 2006. Or 5, I don't know. Yeah, 2006. That's the last generation we know about. The Mighty Warriors. And there's one from the UK called Thunder Sergeant, which looks like the blue Mighty Warrior, but in a box only. Not a really big deal, but yeah. Those are the last ones of the series. This one's actually the one, how's it called? Because here's the thing, this one is, let's see, 1, 2, 3, 4. In total, there were 4 generations of, no, wait, 1, 2, 3, 4, yeah, 4 generations. This one belongs to the 3rd generation, believe it or not. Yeah, 2001. There was the first generation, 992, 993. Second generation, 1997, 998. Third generation, which is this one, 2001, 2002. And fourth generation, 2005, 2006. Those are all the 4 generations. If you guys have one and don't know what generation it is, please comment below or do something, I don't know, and I'll tell you guys which one it is. So, again, thanks for watching everyone, and I'll see you guys in the next video.